Hello, friends and neighbors and family. This is Mindy Levikov. I'm presenting a section of Health Qigong. And Health Qigong is called a sport for all. That just means it can be done by elderly folks, as well as folks with chronic health problems, as long as you have your doctor's approval for participating in exercise. Health Qigong is an exercise that aligns the body movement, breath control, and at the same time alters or changes your disposition for the better. It's part of traditional Chinese Qigong, and it builds and preserves physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And please, if you're following along, only do what feels good to you. You need to stay safe and healthy, and only do the movements when they feel enjoyable. That's the only way that you'll make progress in this Health Qigong form. So we're going to start with a very brief warm-up to help you to become a little more grounded and centered and relaxed as you become more inside your own body. Then we'll look at one of the Qigong forms, the Health Qigong forms that we studied, which is called the 8 Brocade. It was begun in about 960 Common Era. And all these movements couple tension with relaxation, activity with quietness, and practicing this form can help you to build your respiratory, nervous, and cardiovascular systems, as well as supporting and building your immune function, cognitive function, and supporting a positive psychological state. Then after we look at this and we practice this form, the 8 Brocade, then we'll do a very brief meditation, and we can begin with the standing 8 Brocade or duan. Before we start, I would like to do a little bit of a warm-up with you guys. So to begin with, a neutral, bringing everything, legs, feet together, arms by your sides. Relax your shoulders. Let your hands feel heavy. And then soften your knees and step out. Transfer your weight so it's evenly distributed in both feet. Stand up a little bit and feel your toes in your shoes. Feel what your toes feel like in your shoes. Or if you're home and you don't have shoes on, just feel your toes. And then shift your weight. See how that feels. Soften, keep your knees soft. Yeah, shifting your weight from one side to the other. Notice how that feels. You're going from the inside, the outside and the inside of one foot, the outside and the inside of the other foot. So you're shifting from side to side, keeping your knees nice and soft. In other words, a little bent. Good. Good, and then stand back up and just lift up your toes a little bit, not so much that you're going to fall backwards, just a little bit, and then lift your heels a little bit, so you're shifting your weight backwards and then forwards. A little bit of rocking. Meanwhile, keep your knees a little soft, little bent. So you're connecting to the ground that you're standing on. Very important. Okay, and stop. And now inhale, open your arms out and collecting energy. In the tradition that I'm studying, I call it Qi energy. Inhale and straighten your knees, but keep your shoulders relaxed. And exhale, pressing down towards your dantian, towards your center. Inhale. Collecting energy from the universe, bringing it towards yourself, towards your dantian, which is the center of your energy. Inhale as the arms come up. Exhale as your arms are pressing down. A couple more times. And exhale. So the idea is that there's Qi energy all around us. Everything has Qi energy, and there's Qi energy inside of us as well. And one last time. And now we'll proceed to doing the 8 brocade. You start in a neutral place. Everything is together, your legs, your feet, as much as is comfortable for you, your knees. Your arms are relaxed by your side, feeling heavy. Your tailbone is dropped, pubic bone is raised up, so you're lengthening your spine. And you soften your knees, in other words, you bend them a bit. And you step out onto the ball of your left foot. And your hands come in kind of a oblong circle, like you're hugging a tree gently. And you lace your fingers together. And you watch as your hands come up. About eye height, your palms face up to the sky. You look up there first. See if you can straighten your elbows and look forward. And then release your arms, and at the same time that coming down, you're softening your knees again. You're bending your knees. So as much as is comfortable for you, this is an inhalation. You look forward, hold your breath if it's comfortable, and exhale as your arms come down and as you soften your knees. Nice and gradual. And as much as you can, coordinate this with your breathing. Doesn't have to be quite as slow as I'm going. And you exhale. So that's the first movement. The second one, you transfer your weight to the right, step out onto the ball of your left foot. Your arms are crossed in front of you with some space between your arms and your body. And then you turn the left and you're pulling hard with the right. And you're looking, you're glaring, as they say, you're glaring at your index finger with a lot of tension in the wrists, both hands. You relax your hands, looking and reaching to the right corner, collect your feet together, stand back up. Now we go to the other side, soften your knees, step out, cross your arms in front, and now you're shooting an arrow towards the right. You're looking hard, glaring at your index finger to the right. You take a look towards the left corner, collect your arms, your feet together, and you stand back up. Soften, cross, sinking straight down. You're only going to turn your head. Turn your head and get a lot of tension in your arms and your wrists and your hands. Relax your arms, your wrists, and your hands. Collect everything together. Stand back up. Soften. Cross and step out. Sinking straight down, looking hard at that index finger. A lot of tension in the wrists. Reach and look towards the other side. Collect everything together and stand back up. I'll do one more time. Soften, cross, and sink and look hard. Reach to the other side and collect everything together and stand back up. Soften, cross, and sink down. Reach and look to the other side and collect. But this time you're leaving space, so it's a parallel position, parallel space between your feet. The left hand presses up, right hand, fingers pointing towards me or away from you. A lot of tension in the wrists, and as the hand down, the tension is released. Inhale as you come up for a diagonal stretch. A lot of tension in the hands, the wrists. Relax your hands. Exhale. Inhale as you're coming up. Tension and relaxation. Inhale as you come up, pressing, separating heaven and earth. That's what this one is called. And relax. Then the palm comes down towards me or wherever you're looking. Lots of tension in your wrists The knees are slightly bent. Then you stand up, relax your hands. The hands come out a bit, and then they rotate from your shoulder blades. The whole arm rotates as much as you can, and you look over your shoulder. And you come back, turning your head back. Your hands come back where they started. You soften your knees again. Tension in the wrists. Stand up and relax your hands. Arms come out. Rotate from the shoulder blades, looking over your shoulder. And you come back and soften your knees. Tension in the wrists. Relax your wrists and your hands, standing up. Arms out a bit. Rotate. Look over your shoulder. Come back to center. Tension in the wrists. Relax. Hands come out and you look over your shoulder. Rotate your arms at the same time. You come back to where you were. Soften your knees. Tension. And relax. Okay. The next one, you step out. Your hands come up. Soften your knees, resting your hands on your thighs with the elbows pointing to outside. You lean to the right. Look to the right. Relax your spine, relax your head. Making a circular movement, looking up at the sky. Then half circle with your hips and soften your knees. Come back up a bit, looking over to the left. Reaching over to the left with your nose. Relax your spine. Relax your head down. Looking up at the sky. Then half a circle with your hips. And soften your knees some more. Come back up a little bit. Lean over to the right. Look over to the right. Coming down, relaxing your spine. Only go as far as it's comfortable for you. And half a circle with your hips and soften your knees. Come back up a bit, leaning to the left. Left, relax your head, relax your spine. Looking up and making half a circle and softening your knees. Come back up a bit. Okay, so then your right toe turns in, so you can shift your weight, bring both feet into a parallel position, arms come up, and they press down as you exhale. Inhale, the arms back up, palms face each other, come down just above your chest, turn back up, palms up, coming around behind you, and again, only as much as is comfortable for you, but you're pressing your thumb along the outside seam of your pants and get to about your knees. Wherever is comfortable, you can bend your knees before you come up. Whatever is comfortable for you. You want to try and get your arms by your ears as much as you can. Pressing self-massage down the outside seam of your pants, and you go wherever is comfortable for you. Don't push. When you go wherever is comfortable for you, that's how you make progress in this form. No other way. Pressing down, reaching forward and coming up. Palms face each other. Palms come down, turn up, coming around behind you, by your waist, self-massage. As you exhale, coming up as you inhale. One more time. Okay, so now the thumb goes inside the palms, the fingers over the thumbs. You soften your knees, your wrists are resting on your hip bones. You step out into a wide stance, soften your knees, and look hard. Here's another glaring one. You're glaring at your hand. Turn the whole arm. Palm faces me, or at least away from you, comes around in a circle, thumb goes back in, comes back to your hip. Pressing out, looking hard at your hand. Rotate the arm, palm faces away from you, making a circle, thumb goes inside, comes back to your hip. Pressing out, opening gradually. Rotate, hold your palm away, circle, comes back. So you want to hold your torso still while this is all going on. And you stand back up. You turn the left toe in so you can lift it, bring it back to the right leg. Let your arms come down and relax your hands. And tighten your legs, tighten your lower back, tighten your belly. Everything is tight. And you're up on the balls of your feet. Then you're partially down, and then you come hard on your heels, and as you hit your heels, you click your teeth together. If you don't have that many teeth, click whatever teeth you have. clicking your teeth so that it makes a noise. At least you can hear it. Up, partially down. Everything needs to be tight. Click your teeth. Standing up, partially down, clicking your teeth. Everything is tight, partially down, coming up. Okay, so now you rotate your arms so the palms are facing behind you, and then you rotate them again. One palm is on top of the back of the other hand, and your hands are resting about an inch or so below your navel. And you take 3 deep breaths. Deep but quiet breaths. Thank you. We're going to do a little short guided meditation. I'm doing it seated. You have lots of choices. It doesn't matter. If you are going to do a seated meditation, then you need to find a chair. You can sit towards the edge of the chair, so your torso is supporting your spine and your head. Check your feet. See that your feet are about hip width apart and that your knees are the same distance as your feet, and that your legs make a perpendicular angle at the knee. So you're not in front, you're not behind, you're kind of making another chair, as though your thighs were going to be a chair. You can rest your hands on your thighs, on your knees, wherever your hands are comfortable, where they land. You could put one hand inside of the other. You could make a traditional mudra, whatever is comfortable for you. And make sure you're in a space that's quiet, relatively calm. And allow your shoulders to drop and your arms and hands to feel heavy on wherever they're resting. And I like to close my eyes, so up to you. All up to you. And then bring your attention, if you will, to your feet in your shoes or on the floor with no shoes, however your feet are right now. And just notice the balls of your feet and your heels and your toes. And notice how they feel. And just allow your feet to relax. Relax your feet. And then notice your ankles. And allow your ankles to relax. Relax your ankles. And then bring your attention to your calf muscles. Notice your calf muscles. And allow your calf muscles to relax. And bring your attention to your knees, the fronts of your knees, the sides, and the backs of your knees. And allow your knees to relax. Relax your knees. And then bring your attention to your thighs, the fronts of your thighs, the backs of your thighs, the insides and the outsides of your thighs. And let your thighs relax. Relax your thighs. Bring your attention to the base of your pelvis and your lower back. Notice the base of your pelvis and notice your lower back. And allow the base of your pelvis and your lower back to relax. Relax your lower back. Relax the base of your pelvis. And bring your attention to your belly and your waist. Notice how your belly and your waist both move gently in and out as you inhale and you exhale. And allow your belly and your waist to relax more and more with every inhalation and every exhalation. Relax your belly and relax your waist. And notice your ribs. Notice how they too move gently. They expand as you breathe in and contract just a little as you breathe out. And allow your ribs to relax more and more with every inhalation and every exhalation. And then notice your shoulder blades and your chest. And again, notice how the breath affects your shoulder blades and your chest as you breathe in and out. Your shoulder blades and your chest will move just a little gently with every inhalation and every exhalation. Notice the tops of your shoulders and the tops of your arms. And allow the tops of your shoulders and the tops of your arms to relax. Relax the tops of your shoulders and relax the tops of your arms. And notice your elbows and your forearms and your wrists. And let your elbows and your forearms and your wrists relax. And then bring your attention to your hands, your fingers, your palms, and the backs of your hands. And let your fingers and your palms and the backs of your hands relax. Relax your hands. And now bring your awareness to your neck and your scalp. And let your neck and your scalp relax. And notice your forehead, your eyes, your nose and your mouth. And allow your forehead, your eyes, your nose and your mouth to relax. Relax your face. Relax your tongue and your mouth. Relax your jaw and your chin. And then notice the sounds around you. Maybe the sounds of people moving around you, maybe music, voices talking, maybe birds. And notice how all those sounds around you change. Just like the weather changes, just like the clouds change and move, like your feelings and thoughts change and move. And you can watch, you can listen, you can pay attention to what you choose as everything changes around you. And notice with every inhalation, you're bringing more and more chi energy into your body. And with every exhalation, you can rid yourself of stress, of negative chi, of any negativity. With every inhalation, you can become more and more relaxed, more and more at peace. With every exhalation, you can become less filled with anxiety and stress. And with every breath, you can become more and more in charge of your own self. More and more in charge of the choices you make as you become more and more relaxed. And then when you're ready, bring your attention back to your feet, your toes, the balls of your feet, your heels. And when you're ready, move your toes and the balls of your feet, and allow your feet to wake back up. And then when you're ready, bring your attention to your hands, your fingers, your palms, your wrists, and gently, when you're ready, move your hands. And then when you're ready, gently open your eyes and come back to the room. And if you like, you can stretch your legs if you were seated and do a little slapping just to get some circulation back And to move a little back and forth. And stretch up and look up. And then reach forward, stretching out. And round back up. And have a great rest of the day.